Hi, I'm Christina Hill, CEO and founder of Hill & Company Consultants, founded in 1985. Our company's values are pretty simple: integrity and respect for people. Our word is our bond, and we value all people. That's our employees, our customers, our communities, and also our shareholders. I look forward to partnering with your company and providing guidance on 3 areas where we really see the most organizational issues stemming from. The first being leaders in an organization, the second being a company's culture, and the third being managing those individual level factors, which on the surface may seem minute, but if not addressed can lead to a plethora of other issues. So I will spend the rest of our time today examining layers of each of those examples, and then our recommendations to best address those and manage them appropriately, based on, of course, solid theories of the organizational behavior experts. Thank you.
In looking at our agenda today, we'll talk about why we think your company should partner with us, how leaders define your company's culture and why it matters, and then managing individual level factors. Hill & Company is passionate about service. Our customers are of the utmost importance, and we value feedback from our clients. And as your consultants, we'll offer continued support as well as innovative and quality ideas while ensuring excellence and being the friendliest consultants you've ever worked with. Since leaders define your company, it's important to understand the different management styles. 2 early organizational theories from Douglas McGregor are Theory X and Theory Y. Theory X assumptions state that people don't like to work. They must be threatened if they do work, and ultimately they like to be directed. We believe this theory is outdated. Theory Y assumptions state that work is really a normal activity, and if people are committed to organizations, they can be self-directed and have self-control. So, Theory X is out, and Theory Y is just okay, but we don't want your organization to be just okay, which is why our recommendation is the contingency approach. One of our very brightest colleagues will now tell you more about it. Now, let's shift to individual, human, and social capital. Human and social capital are business catalysts. That's why it's so important to ensure these exist in your organization. Human capital gives organizations a competitive advantage, and social capital establishes leadership, fosters reciprocity, and really helps to strengthen internal teams. We offer several courses to help build both human and social capitals, and all of these courses will be available immediately when you allow us to join your team. Now, this slide here on ethics, it really speaks for itself. We believe in ethics and that without them, your organization will be unsuccessful. We recommend having your leaders use the Magnificent Seven basically as their moral compass. Once your organization hits the ground, you'll quickly learn what traits you do and you do not want in your leaders, and more specifically, which ones make them effective. In our experience, we found that intelligent, dominant, self-confident, energetic, and knowledgeable individuals are the most effective. When considering these three leadership styles, we recommend both transactional and transformational. Laissez-faire can be toxic to organizations, so it should certainly be avoided at all costs. When you talk about values, espoused values are basically talking the talk, while enacted values are really walking the walk. We want to ensure that your company has both, so that you're able to create the type of culture that you want, and to ensure that you're effective in doing so. Since your company is brand new, you have the opportunity to start from scratch and really create the type of culture that you want from day one. Now, organizations can have characteristics associated with each culture type, but only one will be more dominant than the other. We can help your vision of an ideal culture become a reality. Complexity in organizations make it evident that there's really no ideal employee personality or a one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to managing personalities. Leaders in your organizations need to be able to recognize each individual employee's personality type and then use the contingency approach to manage them appropriately. There truly is not an ideal personality for employees, but in the same breath, we'll say, and mind you, while correlation doesn't prove causation, we will say that conscientiousness has the strongest correlation with training and performance, and extroversion is associated with success for managers. And while it may be tempting to go spend a bunch of money on the latest and greatest personality testing for either your existing employees or your new hires coming in the door, organizational experts state that they simply don't predict performance. As your consultants, we'll take a deeper dive into these two motivational theories. First, Maslow's, which is the triangle on the right where employees move up the pyramid once lower level needs are met, and the second is McClelland's, which indicates that employees are motivated because they either have a need for power, affiliation, or achievement. We recommend utilizing both top-down and bottom-up approaches to help increase motivation in your organization. This will help to create engaged employees, where according to Kinnicky and Fugate, people employ and express themselves physically, cognitively, and emotionally during role performance. Motivated employees equals engaged employees, which equals job satisfaction, which equals increased customer satisfaction and financial performance. Next, we'll talk about feedback. Let's watch two quick videos regarding a leader who delivered some feedback about an employee who didn't quite meet expectations on a project. First, we'll see the wrong way to provide feedback to your employees, and then we'll see the right way.
Hey, Dee, you're a little bit early.
Thanks. So, well, not to be.
Don't like it when you're early. Don't like it when you're early. I'm not prepared, wasn't prepared, but hey.
Well, okay. Sorry.
So, I wanted to give an opportunity to, maybe it's a coaching, maybe it's a food for thought, maybe it's a you just need to do things different, because let's talk about the project that you just finished out there on Snake.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Are you sure you know what I'm talking about? Because it didn't seem like you knew what you were talking about at all.
I thought I put a lot of effort into it, and I really tried and put a lot of extra work.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I came in early. I stayed late. I mean, I thought
To deliver a
uh,
packet that has what, 6 documents in it, and none of them are what we needed? None of them are what we needed?
well, I thought that's what you needed. I thought that's what you.
So I wasn't clear? So it's my fault.
No.
So you're saying it's my fault?
No, I probably I messed up.
You messed up. I mean, you didn't hit anything the way that we wanted it to be.
I don't think I think I got some. I don't think I'm in the negative.
Some.
Or maybe I did.
I don't know. I mean, when we think about what you were supposed to do, we're now like 5 weeks behind.
I mean, I come in earlier and
What's that gonna do? Hey, Dean.
Hey, thanks
Thanks for coming in.
I appreciate it. Sorry it's a little early. Yeah,
That's good. That's good. We've got some opportunities to talk about with Project Snake.
Okay.
Some of the things based on the deadlines that we had talked about, we kind of missed the mark a little bit. So I just wanted to try to understand from your perspective, what do you need from me? Is there things that I can do? Is there things that we can have other folks on the team do? Because we really just aren't where we needed to be. And I just want to try to understand that and then talk about how do we go forward from here.
Well, and I was a little worried about that, but I was kind of not on target where I needed to be. Had a couple things happen, personal stuff at home that's kind of slowed me down, but I have been trying to make up for that, kind of close the gap. But what I could use is maybe a little bit, could you help me walk through the review and make sure that I'm where, give me some guidance on where to go?
Yeah, absolutely. We can start from the top. We can work through the timeline. Anywhere that you feel that there's some of those gaps, don't hesitate. Point it out, okay? Let's go back a little bit on the personal stuff that you said you had going on. I want you to know you can bring those things forward, because if I don't know, I can't help, right? And it's not necessarily help you with your personal problems, but just understanding what else you have going on so we can maybe rely on some of the other team members, right? Because it's all about positioning you for success, the team for success, and the project for success, and I have a key role in that, but I need to understand, what are some of those barriers, what are the things that you feel are going well, and if you just don't really understand what the timeline was or what the output was supposed to be, right? Because your inputs are all things that are really up to you as kind of the lead on the project and relying on your expertise. So I think we can kind of reset,
Okay.
right? And let's talk about where do we go from here.
Okay, that'd be a big help. That actually takes a lot off my shoulders. I appreciate you being so understanding.
Both videos brought to life these do's and don'ts when delivering feedback. Note, in the first video, Dee immediately shut down due to the leader's approach and did not disclose any additional information about what he had going on in his personal life, which ultimately contributed to him missing the target on Project Snake. In closing, Hill & Company has been successful in increasing the number of people-centered organizations in the world so that they are able to compete effectively in any market. And we know that given the chance, we can help you to create a company where employees are engaged, productive, and adding value in their everyday work. Thank you.